Hey bros, what is up? This is Jared from Jared Gaming. We are back to finish this part right here. We're working on the inside of the military base. So right now what we're doing is we're filling in the windows with white wool on the second floor and putting in the window and adding the torch holders. So I'm coming over here as you guys can see, and I'm just going to place the white wool as we've been doing and put it in the window and the torch holder again. KSI's going. Oh, I messed up. That one was a little one block too low. We'll fix it later on anyways. So the torch holder should go on to the dark wood trim, work towards the bottom, which is the cap point. And I didn't do it on that one, so we'll do it later. We'll fix that. KSI is here, but she is AFK for the second, so she'll be back in a minute. I'll just come over here and do her window. And place a torch. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to put the trimming on the roof with our stairs and our half slabs and our blocks in the corners. Okay, so it's coming together quite nice right now. Remember, full blocks in each corner, and then half slabs on the top of the roof, and then stairs on the straightaways. And a half slab went right there. So what we're going to do is do this. This is the last little bit that we have to go. And there we go. Now the half slab's on the top of the roof, and then the whole building is pretty much done. With besides that, we have a little bit more decoration to go, and then we will be starting on the new building. Oh, there she is. She's back. Okay, so what we are going to do is I was gonna add a window here, add a window there, but that's actually can't go there. We'll do buttons first. A window can't go there because that's where actually the shower is, so you'd be watching people take showers, which is just a little bit creepy. But where she's breaking it, the windows can go, and we can put a window right there. And over here you can't, in that dark little corner, because that's where the showers will be. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to be putting the buttons on at the connector joint points. And there we go. Okay, so we're adding, well, no. We'll do that later. We'll come back to that to add the decoration to the whole outside of it when we're all done. But right now we're going to put the windows in. So get your fence posts out and put them right in the holes. And that was the one that was too low, and we just fixed it here. But I don't have a torch, so I need to get a torch. She got it. Okay. So, I just wanted to get rid of that wool, because I'm not going to be needing it for the rest of this episode, so... Next we need a door, and the door is going to be placed this way, but we are going to be doing the inside of it in a minute. Same thing with here. Right now we're just going to put doors in there. Make sure they're backward placed. It adds color and shading to the building, and it looks quite nice. So, okay, so this is the last building that's going to be done. We'll be doing interior decoration towards the end of the video, and that will be the final part of that. So right now what we're going to be doing is placing cobblestone on the inside. Then we'll be taking all these these little blocks to 4 blocks total height, and then a 5 block cap point. But we'll get to that in a moment, so I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Don't want to confuse you guys too much. And then we're going to fill it in, the white in the gaps, with cobblestone while I do the trim on level 5. Or the cap point, whatever you guys want to call it. Trim, cap point, same thing. You're just, knocking it off. That's the, first section of that building done. but it adds, you know, a little bit of color to the building. The rest of the building, it breaks up the, you know, straight up, and I don't know, you know. Just makes it look good, put it that way. And in a moment we're about to be doing the roof. She's just putting in the door right there in that corner section, and over here will be windows. So get your fence posts and put them in the holes. Okay. Now what next we're gonna do is we're gonna be doing the roof. So you're gonna need your dark wood blocks again, and right here on the back side and on the front side you're gonna take it to 2 blocks high like this, and then you're gonna start to make your arch. So it's a double arch roof right here. And this building that we're building is the bunkhouse and the cafeteria. The cafeteria is upstairs and the bunkhouse is downstairs, so it's not a far walk to go get some food if you're part of the military. Also, there is the job part of the military in your game, and we'll go over that more in a moment. Well, why don't I just do it now? All we're doing is the roof. So the military's job will be killing mobs, and everybody else can do it, but the military is the ones that are able to sell it. So the military can sell gunpowder, they can sell bones, they can sell arrows, they could sell, you know, mob drops, things like that. Anything that a mob would drop, and I mean a hostile mob, of course, not a passive mob, because that would be a different job later on that we're going to be building, would be sold at, you know, it doesn't need a shop or anything. They would sell it, you know, hey man, can I get some bones? Yeah, and they just pass it to each other and they do the trade of currency. I advise to everything to be sold by the stack because you make more money that way, and it's easier to count currency if you guys are part of the military. I would say that a stack of bones should be about $5. Stack of arrows should be about 3. Zombie flesh about $1 a stack, because that's more like dog food, and they could sell that. I wouldn't say you should sell that to anyone but the pet store. So if you guys are part of the military and you're listening to this, sell your zombie flesh to the pet store and your bones to the pet store as well, and they would do that. But arrows, sell them to the blacksmith shop. And what other stuff do they drop? String, sell it to the blacksmith shop. Ender pearls, that is your own custom thing that you guys can sell. Something that you would have to have, like, you know, blacksmith shop would sell string to make the arrows, and the arrows, I meant string to make the bows, and the arrows to make, you know, to shoot. And that would, if you guys sold them as a military, you guys would hurt the blacksmith's business. I'm removing this light right now, so just anything that you guys feel would hurt a business or someone else could sell as a business and it's in their job title, don't sell it. Sell it to that person, and then you could sell things like, oh yeah, and the military has permission to go into the nether, so pretty much potion stuff the military could sell freely, but things like that are used and things like that, like for instance string, bones, flesh, arrows should be sold to the people that would be dealing with that kind of stuff, like animals, you know. Flesh could feed dogs to heal their health and make puppies, and it's a cheap dog food, and I have always used it as dog food because if you eat it, it's kind of pointless. And yeah, well, that was the end of that building, so I hope you guys got all that. I'm sorry if I ranted a little bit and didn't help, but I needed to give you guys this information so that you guys could do this right and not hurt the economy. Because if you sell things that someone already sells, it would hurt the economy and send it into a spiral crash. And that's something I'll be talking about later on how to fix. If you guys are the host of your world, you guys should listen to the last video that I'll be creating, because I'm going to be playing the game, but I'm going to be talking to you and telling you what you need to do to fix all the problems that are happening. And we'll discuss more stuff later on, like prices of everything, or a good price for everything, because you don't want things to be too expensive, because currency isn't that much. It's pretty cheap currency. Okay, so what we're doing is we're putting torch holders right below the stair block, all the way around the whole thing. Now I'm just going to put a light on each one right here. And the reason why I didn't continue to go is because the naval base is in the back, and it'll be pushed up against that, so there's no need for a light. Right here is going to be a wall, so you're going to need to put a block up to 3 blocks high of cobblestone block, and on top place your barbed wire, which is your iron fencing. Again, this is for military only. If you're a civilian and you're not part of the military in the world, I'll explain more how to become part of the military if you guys want to, or it could just be an honor, you know, to do it that way. So, we'll explain more of that later. She went ahead and started doing some stuff, but I made her delete it so I could show you guys what was going on. But, only military is allowed into the military base, hence military base. If a civilian is caught in the military base, they'll be put in prison for a certain amount of time, and that will be discussed through your guys, you know, community of if it happened more than once or what. Should they be let off the hook because they didn't know? But if it continues to happen, then the person should be kicked out of the world up to 24 hours, and that's how you guys should punish the person. And the reason being is it's a military base. You're supposed to play a role of no civilians are allowed in there unless granted permission from the host. Okay, so we just put the thing in right there. So we were just adding decoration to the inside, and she's putting in torches, I think. Yeah. Yeah, she put in a torch right there. If you guys can tell, it's actually right. Shit. It's right attached to the top piece of the window. I'm having a hard time hitting it. There we go. So it's actually attached to the top piece of the window and right there. So it's like this, and then attached to this part of the window, so you can see better here, and then place a torch on top, then cover that hole back up. Okay. So now what we're doing is we're adding decoration to the outside of the build, like this. So every 3 blocks, there's going to be a little column going up, just like how we did on the other one. And we're doing it on the back side too, and it only goes up to 3 blocks high, and then we add a stair block on top. Again, this part was all designed by KSI Angel, so everybody tell her good job for your guys' amazing little base. And I'm actually place that there, yeah. So, and then we're going to be placing a button right there for decoration purposes, and then we're going to place side, front, side stairs on right here, and then a half slab in the corner. And then side, front, side, side, front, side, side, front, side, side, front, side. There you guys go. I think you guys get the pattern. And all the way up to there. See? And she did the button here and the stair. Now what we're going to be doing is, I fucked up on this part because she was doing something. See, she's like coming up behind me, deleting all my shit, and I turn around and she's, yeah. Again, it's actually supposed to go in the center of the cobblestone block like this. So, and that's all the way around, and then you're going to place a torch right on top. So we're going to do it on the front as well. It's just a little bit different, and that's just for, I don't know, decoration purposes, because the wall's plain and there's no windows, so we just added that instead. Okay, so in the rest of the thing, we didn't do the side, front, side, side, front, side, side, front, side. So do that now. So in these sections here, you're going to be doing side, front, side, blocks of stairs. So pause the video here if you guys are not caught up, and we're about to continue forward with adding the barbed wire around the top of this little area right here, and that's the training grounds. So, and I am actually going to sit back and watch when she does all this, because I'm not very good at what she did, and it's really nice of what she did. So here's the door right here. As you guys can tell, it's 2 blocks high, and then in the center it's 3. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to dig out the center roads, and we're gonna break and put down cobblestone. I meant gravel. Sorry about that. So we're just gonna dig out all these streets right here. We forgot to add a door onto that building. Don't go inside the houses, and we're gonna stop right over here at that cutoff point before it ever leaves. We're gonna take it all the way over to here, turn, take it all the way to that wall straight ahead, and then we're gonna turn and we're gonna head it out to the street and connect it to the road. Next, we're gonna fill it all in with gravel. Okay, so what she's digging out now is what we are going to be putting in. So it comes to a 4 wide road. And this here is all going to be filled in. Then we're going to have some vent like that. And then right there. And then this side here is going to have that. And then so will this side underneath all the stuff I just made. She's going to be putting a design into it. So I'm just flying up. I don't really know how to do the design. That's all her. So every couple of seconds, pause the video and do what she does, and it'll really help. But I am just going to turn all my stuff off. And what she's doing is she's just decorating the whole thing. So there's no need for me to talk. Hey bros, what is up? I am back. There was no need for me to talk because she was doing everything, and basically I was showing you what she did. And right now what we're about to do is we're about to start the naval base part of this. So we're going to bring this out here, 2 blocks higher out, and just bring it all the way down here to the end of right there. And then right here, all in between, we're just going to remove the fence post, remove the cobblestone, and make a fake little, drop off that we can actually attach the dock to that I designed, and the naval base. And I'll talk more about the dock later on, but a fan, let me go to his world, and I kind of liked it, and I changed his design into my design, and I totally, overhauled it and did a big old change to his world, and came out with my design, which was more decorative, but I kept his basic infrastructure of it. And then right down here, we're just going to go top to bottom and fill this up with dirt. Make sure it's filled in solid, guys. And next we'll be doing the cobblestone portion of it and get that all done. Make sure it's filled in all solid. Okay, so we're just filling this in all the way up to the top now, overlaying the cobblestone blocks, and now we're going to come underneath. We're going to do the cobblestone now. So we're just going to do it all the way around the side, straight up. Might be a little bit hard for you guys to see underwater the deeper I go, but I think you guys can see good enough to tell that I am just attaching this to the seafloor. Okay, so that's all done now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get our little handy dandy notebooks. Like, I'm just kidding. We're going to get our fence post and we're going to outline the cobblestone to finish it up, and we just did, and now that's all done. Now we have enough room to build our military base, which is pretty much following the same wall as you guys can tell. And we're going to go, it's 3 gap, 3 gap, 1 gap, 3 gap, 3 gap, turn, 3 gap, turn, 3 gap, 3 gap, 1 gap, 3 gap, 3 gap, turn, 3 gap. And then that will make your rectangle. And right now we're taking it to 4 blocks total height right now. So if you guys are part of the Navy, do a shout out. We gotta respect our boys. I did this just for people that like the military and like the naval, or in the Navy base, or I meant Navy. Sorry about that, but that's why I built this for them. Because you never see a naval base in Minecraft, and it's not a big one. It's just a little addition that we made to the military base. Our Navy might not be in the Iraq or Afghanistan, but they are doing something overseas, so you gotta let them be in the build too. So well, I don't even know if they're doing anything over there. You can't put a boat in the desert, that's what I'm trying to say, I meant. But you got Navy SEALs, they're wicked, so we can build. Okay, so this is what we have right now, and this little Navy base that I tried to get it as highly decorated as possible, because if you ever I've been to the Naval Academy base, and I've seen it, and it's like really cool, and it's really decorated, so that's what I was kind of going for, and that's why I did this really decorated, because the Navy is, a highly decorated, military, so everything's like really nice, pristine, great, you know, just beautiful architecture, and that's what I was trying to capture in this little area that I had. So I hope that I captured it pretty good, and did my best to make it look really nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I have. Don't do what she's doing right now. We were just talking about something. We're gonna do a flat front and a indented back, and that's what we were talking about. But we just skipped ahead a little bit because we need to talk about something. So of what we were gonna do. So now what we're gonna do is in the back here, we're just gonna do an outline, push it 1 block back, and then on the sides right here, we're doing a like right next with it, and then all in the front as well, all with it. But only in the back we are doing an indentation. So we're going to take that up another, to fill up that hole, and then fill it up right there and there. And fill this all up, so fill in the gaps right now, so that you guys can't see no light from the side. And then that's the door to the back. Okay, so now that's all done. See how the back is all done too, and there's an indentation. Next, what we're going to do is, we're going to get our white wool, place it on the bottom like that, delete the bottom, and make it like a triangle piece of white wool. And then that'll be a window, and we'll go back and place our fence post in the window later. Okay, now that's all done. Now we're going to make our little windows. That's a window right there. That's a window. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get our cobblestone roofing on. So let's do that now. Get your cobblestone blocks out and let's start to build this roof. Start to weave it with the windows. So I'm just going to drag this all the way across to the other side right now. It went a little too far. Only a 1 block overhang. I messed up on this little window somewhere, but we're just gonna make it work, because I don't want it to be, you know, even. I want it to be a little bit weird. You can really tell that I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But, I'm gonna fix this actually. So I'm going to bring it up by another block and bring it in so it's 3 blocks by 2 blocks high. And then that'll make it the same height as the roof, and we can make this work. And right here will be white wool. Just need to fix this, bring it down 2 blocks. Fill that in with white wool. That's a window. And fill that in with white wool. She's continuing to do the roof right now. There's white wool. Okay, so we're just making this little piece, bringing it down by 2 blocks, and there we go. I hope you guys like this portion of it, and we'll be back to finish it in the next episode, so I really hope you guys like it. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. It really does help me out a lot. By the way, shout out to the military. Peace out, bros.